welcome. So today I'm going to be talking about a breast pump. Now, if you recently saw my breastfeeding struggles video, you know that I have issues with breastfeeding and low supply, but I still do sometimes have to use a breast pump, especially because now I'm back at work. So meaning I'm away from my baby and I do need to pump regardless if I have low supply, because it'll still drop even less than it already is, which is pretty low. So today I'm going to be talking about the Elvie breast pump for low supply people. So do I like it? Is it going to work for me? Is the freedom really all that great? We'll discuss that. So here is the pump. And I have the double pump. So let me get that out. Okay. So here is the pump. So it's pretty small. As you can see, this is my hand. Pretty much fits my hand here. So it is pretty small, and here's the profile. You can see compared to my hand. So again, it is really a good size. And there's a few different parts. I'm just going to show you the parts to it first. And the first part is this. And that is the actual bottle, so to speak. And then you have these two parts. This is the valve, or the duckbill valve. And then that's the part that just, I guess, closes the bottle. So it just pops on like so. And then this part is the flange. So it just pops out like that. So here is the flange. Right now I think this one is the 21 millimeter, I believe. And then this green part here is the membrane. So that just pops on like so. And then this is the hub, or the motor. So it's really easy to use. I just take the bottle and I click it in the bottom. And then you take the flange and put it in like so, and you're done. And then you put it in your bra. So I'm going to show you just like this. So I'm going to show you what it looks like when it's in compared to just my regular breast size. So as you can see, that is what it looks like compared to my regular size. I'll show you from this end. So as you can see, there's definitely a difference. I am pretty small chested, but it even makes a difference for me. It's not anything too crazy big, but it does make it kind of look like I have breast implants or something. So I want to talk about a few of the different pros and the cons, and then if I'm going to keep it or not. Okay, one pro is that it's small. Like I said before, I have, let me get the other one. Okay, this is the Spectra. It's a pretty common pump, as you can see here. And this is the Elvie. So, as you can see, this Elvie is much smaller compared with your traditional pump. Now, there are other smaller pumps on the market, like there's the S9, the Spectra S9, the Baby Buddha, which I'm going to review next. But this one, I would say with another pro, is there's no tubes. So there's no tubes, no wires, or anything, whereas with the Spectra, you can see that there's tubes. With the S9, there's tubes. With the Buddha, they still have tubes, but this one doesn't have anything. You literally just stick it in your bra and you're good to go. And you can walk around, no wires, no tubes, no nothing. So that is a really, really amazing thing for people who are heading back to work. They can just put them in their bra and it's kind of inconspicuous and you can just kind of walk around and people pretty much have no idea that you even have your pumps in. With other ones, you'll probably notice like the tubes, even if you put it down your shirt, something like that, you'll still notice probably tubes in there, but this one you won't. Another thing is that it's pretty quiet. I have used this and I would say relatively quiet if you compare it to others. I do, like I said, I have the Spectra and I have the Lancino pump, and this one is much quieter compared to those two. So if you want something that's not going to be intrusive for work or even at home, you don't want to wake up people in the middle of the night, or I don't know, just in general, this one is pretty quiet. It's not fully silent, like it's not like there's no sound at all. You can definitely hear it, but I would say it's relatively quiet. Another thing is there's no plug, so you don't have to be plugged to the wall. With the Spectra S1, there is no plug. I mean, you can recharge it, and this one is the same. You can charge it with a USB, just a regular micro USB. It's pretty easy. You just plug it in, and then it's ready to go. Another pro is gentle suction. So if you put them in, you'll feel it at first, and then after a little while, you might not even notice that you still have a pump on. I know for me, sometimes I kind of be like, is this still running okay? It feels relatively light. So, I mean, maybe like a medium to high is the length, the level that I had it on. So if you have sensitive breast or nipples, then you might want something with a gentle suction. Okay, so now I want to discuss some of the cons. And again, gentle suction. So it's kind of a pro and a con. It's a pro if you're sensitive, but it can be a con because a lot of people have said that it does not drain their breast. So, meaning it's not strong enough of a suction to actually, so to speak, empty, even though you never really empty out your breast, but you know what I mean. So a lot of people have said that, they'll pump for this for 30 minutes and then they put another pump on and they're still able to get more with that other pump. Now, I have not tried that method, but I can inform you I do get less output compared with other pumps. When I use my Spectra or my Lancino, I usually get about half an ounce on each side. So it's not much, but I typically get about half an ounce on each side. Whereas this one I get maybe 10 mLs, which is what, a third of an ounce maybe? I might even get less. So this one definitely has less output. For example, if I do my breastfeeding and then I try to, pump after that, I'm usually able to get a little bit more with other pumps, but with this one, I don't really get anything. So I would definitely say that that is a con in the sense that it's probably not going to empty your breast. Well, at least it doesn't for me. One big con that I would say is it loses its charge, and that doesn't matter if you use it or not. You charge it, and then let's say you don't use it for, a couple days, then the battery is going to drain on the charge. Not as quickly as if you use it, but it's definitely going to go down, and I really don't like that. It should hold its charge, whether you're using it or not. So that's kind of a big con for me, because if you don't use it, for one day or you only use it like once a week, you have to remember to charge it again. It's definitely a learning curve. So maybe if you use it for quite a long time, you try it for a long time, it might actually work better eventually, but it takes quite a long time, and you actually have to learn to use it. It took me quite a long time just to even figure out how to get a proper alignment and actually get it to, have some suction. It wasn't having suction well, and a lot of times you have to readjust it, and you're not really inconspicuous if you're readjusting your boobs all the time. So I would say it's really hard to get a good suction on it, and you have to make sure that there's specific parts that aren't stuck, and that it's properly aligned, and the membranes are on exactly perfect, and it's flush to your chest and your boob, and so I would say it takes quite a long time to learn how to use it properly. Many women have said that it leaks easily. Now, for me, as a low supply person, I don't ever leak because I'm only getting half an ounce, so there's nothing to leak. But for a lot of women, they do say that it leaks quite often, so that would be another big con. If you have concerns, like if you do have a regular supply, then you might get some leaks. If it's low supply, it might not matter. Well, one more pro that I can think of, I just remembered, is it's different. For example, if you compare this and the Willow, This one, you don't have to get a specific amount of milk before you get out of stimulation mode. I think with the Willow, you have to get at least half an ounce before it will switch over to expression mode. And so this one you don't. You can just manually click. You can click on there and it can go to expression mode. And I think after 2 minutes, it automatically turns to expression mode anyways, no matter how much you have. So that's really nice for low supply people, because with the Willow, I only get half an ounce. So I would almost never get out of stimulation mode. So I would say if you're low supply, that would be really nice. So overall for me, I'm not going to keep it. I'm just letting you know, I have decided I'm probably going to sell it, because for me, it is nice. It does have a lot of pros, but I would say the fact that I have less output, that is a deal breaker for me, because I already have low supply, meaning I'm getting even less than what my already low supply is. I just need to try and find a pump that will get as much as I can out as possible. So I really don't like that it's not giving me what I need, and I just feel it doesn't fit my body. If you're not low supply, I don't know, but if you're low supply, it might not be the best for you. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I would say no, because it is expensive. This cost around $500 in total. I mean, you might be able to get it on sale, or some insurances might cover some, but you'll probably have an upgrade fee. So it is quite expensive for something that it just doesn't work out. I mean, luckily for me, technically, it was given to me from a family member as like a second baby shower gift. So I didn't technically pay my money, but somebody did pay their money. So it's kind of sad that you have to pay so much money and then it just didn't work out. But overall, I would say there are a lot of pros. I mean, it is really nice if you're able to get it on sale or used cheaper, or if your insurance covers most of it, give it a try. Some people really love it. And, it gives you the freedom that you wouldn't have, but for me, it just didn't work. So I'm wondering, do you guys have the Elvie, the Willow, any other sort of, hands-free, tube-free breast pump like that? Let me know what your opinion is, especially if you're low supply. Let me know if you think it's worth it or not. All right, leave a comment down below and I will respond. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!